welcome to Majestic Mayhem. I'm your host, Death Dealer.
And I'm Cozy Beluga.
Thanks for joining us. And tonight's going to be, well, of course, obviously, just Cozy and I again, as you see. We're not sure when Mahat Mama will be returning. Hopefully, she returns soon. Um, but I figured tonight we could discuss games and what's been going on in the news because there has been some fairly interesting things going on in the world. I don't know if you guys have heard what's going on. I usually don't watch the news too often. Um, but yeah, what I have caught lately has been quite intriguing, let me tell you. Did you hear about the rats in New Orleans, Cozy?
What?
Yeah, apparently there's an issue with rats in the police station of New Orleans right now. Um, they have a rat infestation. Um, yeah, the rats are apparently the New Orleans Police Department headquarters is a rundown building, and they haven't been keeping up with maintenance and things, I guess, and pest control apparently. Um, the rats are eating the evidence, and
They should just get
apparently,
get police dog rat terriers.
apparently it's so bad the rats are eating the marijuana in the evidence lockers, and it's so bad that you can smell the rats coming because apparently they reek of marijuana now.
Weed rats. I support this.
Yes, yes. Hey, Axel. I see Iconic Video Games has entered the chat. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you heard, we were just discussing the rodent issue that the New Orleans Police Department is having. Yeah, I'm quite baffled myself. I mean, I suppose out of all the things in the evidence lockers, drugs would probably be the most edible, I would assume. I think. I don't know. I just can't imagine that they've let maintenance and pest control get so bad that, and yeah, apparently their solution to fix the problem is to just move buildings because I'm sure nothing will go wrong. I'm sure everything will be fine. They plan on moving to a building in the middle of New Orleans that's surrounded entirely by glass. It's essentially a glass skyscraper, so nothing can go wrong there. I foresee only good things happening there. So, if you're in New Orleans, I'd like to know what the follow up is for that. Anyone out there in New Orleans, please let me know because I'm sure the news won't broadcast what happens later. So, if anyone had pot eating rats on their bingo card for 2024, you've just now got a spot. So that's one of the funnier things I've heard about recently. So are you playing any new games recently, Cozy? Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
I'm working my way through the Expanse game.
Oh, how's that going?
Telltale's Expanse. Um, it's pretty exciting, pretty exhilarating. It's like a narrative base, but you're like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? It's,
I
it's
don't
actually a
know.
lot creepier than I expected.
I'm not actually familiar with that game. You'll have to. What is it? Is it a horror game? Is it a?
Mm-mm. It's a sci-fi game. There's like a TV show called The Expanse,
Mhm.
and this is based on that TV series, based on the book series, and but you follow one of the characters, and has this. It's not really connected to like the series, but it follows one of the characters and what's happening with them. I don't know, and you boarding a bunch of like creepy ships because you're scavenging for
Oh,
salvage.
okay. All right. Oh, hey, Dreadpool. Dreadpool's entered the chat. How's it going? We were just discussing Expanse, the video game, and you missed the discussion on the rats in New Orleans. Hey, Koopa. I guess I'll have to check it out. I've never heard of The Expanse, so I guess I'll have to look it up. Don't mind sci-fi games. They're usually fairly fun. As long as it's not The Sims. So, um, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to cash in on this bingo card thing and start making bingo cards because, airplane doors are falling off. Now we've got pot obsessed rats.
Oh yeah, falling apart airplanes.
Yeah, what else is there? Oh, the Nickelodeon scandal. I mean, way to ruin a bunch of childhoods within one instant swipe.
The documentary, yes, but we've been done known.
That's true. I mean, is it really a surprise that Holly Weird is weird? Not entirely. Although, too many adults dropped the ball on that one. Way too many parents. I could never. And then, let's see, what else has happened? Oh,
Same kind of stuff.
yeah. So, are you planning on playing the new Final Fantasy?
No, I'm not into those types of games.
No.
Not into anime and that sort of thing. Japanese stuff. Not into it.
Interesting. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't played a Final Fantasy game in a long time, but even so, this one they're going to be charging $15 a month to play it, I guess. So, yeah, that doesn't sound really enticing as far as I'm concerned. Why would I pay for a game, pay for expansions, and then pay to play it every month? I mean, I know some games do it and they get away with it, but is it really the most logical thing in this
Online for a long time.
Yeah.
Not a super long time, but for enough time.
Well, WoW's done it for a really long time. I mean, since that game came out, you have to buy the game, and then in order to play on their servers online, you have to pay. Oh, good Lord. I think it was only like $15 a month or something at one point in time. But
it makes sense that you wouldn't, for some people, if that's especially your game, but I don't think I'm dedicated enough to any game to be like, yeah, I'll sub for that for continued access.
Yeah. Too many games are making you have to buy extras after the fact, and it's getting out of control as far as I'm concerned, especially in this economy. It's already bad enough that people are having a hard time paying for the everyday things and to buy a luxury, because let's face it, nowadays buying a video game, it is a luxury. Buying a console is a luxury. These are all luxuries because they're not necessities. While you think you need a gaming console and a video game, the truth is you will survive without them. So it is considered a luxury. And the fact is for them to be charging $60 a game, and then you've got to buy, a season pass or whatever, the expansion later, and that's another $20. And then it's getting to be a bit much. I wish they would kind of include these things. I appreciate the fact that they're coming out with new, they just came out with a bunch of things for Dead Island 2. There's some new quests, some new skins for the characters. It's an actual expansion. Nice, great, cool. Those were, I believe, most of those were included in the purchase of the game, though. If you already owned the game, you got the expansions for free, I believe, except for maybe one or two, and it was just skins and weapons that you could live without. But it's just your mic's not down again.
I don't even mind expansion DLC actually,
Yeah.
but it has to feel like worth it, and I can usually count on like one hand games that I've bought DLC for.
Oh, I said Axel just finished the Final Fantasy remake session. Nice. Oh, hey Timmy, how's it going, buddy? Fourth Horseman's doing well this evening. Should get more sleep
Timmy!
tonight, but I'm awake. I'm awake. Oh, that's too funny. Um, but so, anyways, I've actually been playing Dead Island 2 again since the expansions came out. I was excited because in the original Dead Island, there's a sword called Zeb's Demise, and it's for any Pulp Fiction people out there. It's the sword from Pulp Fiction that actually is used on on Zeb, hence Zeb's Demise. And it's one of the more powerful swords in the video game. And they released in the expansion, they released a version of it, and it's something demise. It's not Zed's demise, but it's something demise. But I was all excited for that, so of course I had to get into the game to go find that, hunt that down.
Yeah.
When you have a favorite weapon in a game and they put it in the next one, you have to go find it. You just have to. It's a necessity. I mean, it could just be me, but but
Good, but
oh yes, Timmy, I did finally get around to watching that movie. Funnier than I was expecting. Still a romance comedy though. It was all right, and Ryan Reynolds, of course, made it much better, obviously. But it wasn't the worst thing I've seen. That's for sure. I had to watch. What is that? Love note, yeah, love letter or something.
oh
Notebook,
yeah.
Notebook is what it was. That movie's so dumb. It's so bad. Oh. But so, have you watched anything new recently?
No, I haven't been watching anything. I've been busy doing other things.
So, what have you been up to? Tell the people what they want to hear. What have you been doing?
Oh, I've just been working on some art stuff and costume stuff. Nothing fancy.
What costumes are you making?
Squirtles.
Oh, the Pokemon Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, are you doing that for cosplay at a convention?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Which convention are you going to be going to?
It's C2E2 in Chicago.
Nice, nice. What kind of convention is that? Is it an anime or is it an all kind of
It's a
convention?
just a general like comic expo type thing. It's a pretty big one though.
Nice. I'm actually. I was discussing with mom the other day. We're going to be going to a convention next month. We want to go to Spookala, and we were discussing what costumes to wear for that. And I am slightly undecided. However, I am leaning more towards the Angel of Death costume that I have because it's pretty cool. I might make some improvements on it though. We shall see. We'll see. I guess you guys will all have to just keep tuned in for that one. Maybe I'll wear my angel wings on the air one day. Let the world see them.
Wear all the costumes at the same time.
Oh God, no! You know how many costumes I have? I have way too many. Way too
Then
many.
still, that'd make it even funnier.
And I just added another costume the other day. I added an anemone from SpongeBob the musical. That was wonderfully fun. And if you guys haven't seen SpongeBob the musical, I recommend watching it. It is actually cute. It is cuter than I expected it to be. SpongeBob musical Junior is only 65 minutes. So if you can watch that one and you don't feel like sitting through the whole musical, 65 minutes. That's an hour and 5 minutes. That's easy to do. Anybody can sit through an hour and 5 minutes of nonsense. And the songs aren't quite bad, actually. Fairly entertaining. At least
That's
that's
a
my
long.
opinion. Uh, a lot of shows run over 2 hours, 2.5 hours easily, most shows.
I let's see. I've watched. I usually don't go to musicals. I don't really like plays that much, especially if they're musicals.
You have to support the art. I think everyone should go. It's always a fun experience.
I also don't like old things, so I don't like most plays.
No, I can understand that. I've gone to see a show or two that they shouldn't do anymore because it's completely irrelevant. Um, and most of the references go right over people's heads because they don't know the history. So
Yeah.
it happens. There's one that I watched probably a couple of years ago. It was before COVID, and it was a local theater that I went to go see, and the owner had asked us to go, and I can't remember the name of the show anymore, but it was a show based around. It took place around World War I, I believe, and all the references and slang were from that time. Um, it there really there was no plot. You couldn't follow much of anything because it didn't really. A lot of it was irrelevant and didn't make sense anymore. Especially some of the slang, because slang changes over the years, and words don't mean the same things they used to. So there's a big difference. And then as I was looking around the theater, noticing that most of the people in there were probably in their 50s, between 30 to 50 or 60, and it was like all these people are a little young for this particular show. It's a bit too old. Some shows you can get away with it, like Fiddler on the Roof. Um, that's easy enough to follow, and I think a lot of people know the story even if they've never watched Fiddler on the Roof. Um, so, I mean, really, it's not that difficult. That one's easy enough to follow.
Yeah.
Do you like watching ballets?
No, I don't like old things.
There's modern ballet. They have modern ballet.
Same reason I don't like any most stage things because I think it was just old stuff. It's like asking me to like classical literature. I don't care. I could literally watch like if someone was like, "I'm gonna burn all these classical literature stuff," I'd be like, "Go ahead, I'll help."
Oh my gosh. Without all
Yeah,
that classic stuff, though, you wouldn't have anything new.
and yeah, that's why they don't matter anymore. I don't need to go back to like olden days time stuff. I have the modern stuff.
But if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat
People
it.
repeat history with even knowing it, so
Um, yes and no. I think that's where a lot of people, how they end up repeating things, though, is because they don't really know it. They think they do, but they don't. Hmm, I don't know. That's my opinion, anyway. But
yeah, I don't really like most like theaters like I'd rather not go unless someone makes cool modern stuff.
well, they have Shrek on stage. There's
Yeah,
Into
but
the
I don't
Woods.
want to
That's
see.
fairy tales.
I'm not 5. I don't want to see Shrek on stage.
Okay. Mean Girls. They have Mean Girls on stage. They have a musical and Mean Girls, the play.
I think my thing about that plays like that is like, what way is that better than just watching the movie?
Legally Blonde. They have Legally Blonde on stage.
But in what way are they better than just watching the movie?
But see, without stage, though, there wouldn't be movies today. If they had never done theater, they would have never come up with the idea of shooting movies because they essentially started it. It was because they were recording what was on stage so other people in other places could see it.
And I get that, but if I'm going to see something, it has to be original. Can't be something that I could just watch a movie of because I'm just like you could. It's like putting something that was a movie on stage is like for me is personally like this could have been an email. I'd rather just watch the movie.
Oh, that's too funny. This could have been an email. Oh, that's great. That's,
Not that I hate stage, but stuff. But it's like I think the people. I think there's not a lot of things that are story wise and whatever what that just come out of it that I'm like, yeah.
yeah, dreadful Greek. Would you stop with the? We know the Greeks did everything. If it weren't for the Dreadpool's on this kick, he likes to irritate me with it. He likes to tease me with everything started in by the Greeks. The Greeks did it first. Um, but yeah, Greeks tragedy and comedies, I believe, were the first ones, supposedly. So they say. So they say. Although, who knows? Who knows, Dreadful? Who knows? Other people might have been dancing around in costumes before that, and it just wasn't a thing. Maybe they didn't call it comedy and drama. Maybe they just pretend. Just pretend. But yes, movies did come from plays. And that is my final argument on that. Although I do kind of see that, in my opinion, I think that cosplaying is kind of stepping into the role of, um, because more and more social media is taking over the place of movies and TV shows. So I think that'll kind of be the next thing is where they stop making these big budget movies and start releasing things on social media. Again, I think YouTube in particular will become a big hit again with those types of things. We'll see. We'll see. Although everybody's sewing nowadays, everyone's making their own costumes. So
Yeah.
many people sew in costume. Oh, hey, Trinity. How's it
Trinity.
going? Oh, thank you, sweet pea. Appreciate you stopping by. So, anyways, is there anything in particular you'd like to go over? Any news? Anything you want to
I
share?
actually have been when I say I've been busy, I haven't even been in the news. Like I don't even know what's happening in the
Oh, is
world.
there any news with you want to share? Anything interesting going on? Anything fun you want to? Any stories? Anything
I
intriguing?
I have no fun stories.
Aw, well,
I did have one, but it's gone.
well, that's great. That's awesome. Well, I guess I'll go over some stuff then. Tiny Giant is on spring break this week, so we can
Woohoo!
hang out and do all the fun stuff. And oh, we won't be doing a show next Sunday because it is Easter and I have family I have to spend time with. All the moms, they want attention. Yeah, that and then nieces and nephews got to go spend time with them. Go do egg hunts because that's always fun. Do you do anything fun for Easter?
I'm an adult.
So we
Easter's like for 5-year-olds.
I used to do egg hunts all the way up until I had my daughter. My friend's mom used to do eggs just for us for and would put adult things in there. We'd get money and alcohol, your little bottles and the eggs. It was cool. We used to do egg hunts. It's
Adult
like
Easter egg hunt? That actually
yeah,
sounds kind of fun.
it's like the idea of the adult pinatas, but instead of putting in a pinata, you put them in eggs, and everyone gets to find stuff. We used to put a cap on how many eggs you could find, though. Like you were only allowed to find like 10 eggs. Make it fair. Everybody gets eggs. But you never did anything like that with your friends. You should do that. Get some friends together this week and be like, "Hey guys, what we should do is we should like go to like the dollar store or something and like pick out random things, maybe some socks and stuff like that, hair ties or whatnot. It's fun. Why not? I'm going to. But so, um, so have you only been playing the one game or have you played anything else?
Nothing too
Other
like
than,
what you call it. I slipped back into Starfield. I
uh
was like
huh.
bored and felt like taking some pictures, so I slipped back into that.
Oh, that's cool. I guess Starfield has lasting power since people still seem to be going back to it and people are still playing it. Still a popular game.
Yeah, I need to get my pictures. I mean, see, they should just make more plays about space.
Space. Yes. No, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Well, I have been playing the new Mario with the elephants because it's funny. I like watching him turn into an elephant.
What animal will they turn into next?
Yeah.
They've done elephant. They did cat.
Mhm.
The tanuki.
Yeah. Did the raccoon thing. Yeah. What can they turn him into next? 'Cause he's been a frog. He's
Has he been a frog? I
yeah.
don't
He
know.
was a frog. He was a frog. Um, he's been a raccoon, an elephant.
I know this is terrible, Dreadpool, but I don't enjoy Star Wars.
It's
When
a,
I say like sci-fi in space, I like sci-fi, not whatever Star Wars is.
it's Shakespeare in space, is what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's Shakespeare in space. I know I'm right. I don't have to be told otherwise.
Tammy and the T-Rex?
Dino T Rex. What is Dino and T Rex? Oh, he turned
Tammy.
into a dinosaur. Yeah, that's right. He does turn into a dinosaur. But in Odyssey, he turns into anything he throws his hat at, though. So I don't know if that really counts because he's not really.
He's not really.
Well, I would say he's more or less taking their brain over versus turning into it, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I feel about
It's a brain clone.
it.
Science.
No, like he's like he's almost like he's telekinetic and he controls their mind and their body. I guess astro projection takeover. That makes sense. Yeah, that sounds right. That seems totally right. That absolutely sounds right. We're gonna go for that. Let's
We're gonna go for it.
I'm gonna go for it. That's what I'm saying.
But what if Mario could turn to a sandwich?
That would be weird. Why would he turn into a sandwich
Why
though?
wouldn't you want to turn into a sandwich?
Dreadpool, you can say that Star Wars was more like a Western and a samurai space opera all you want, but it is Shakespeare in space. Or Greek tragedy. Yeah, yeah, actually, hell yeah. I'm going with it's a Greek freaking tragedy, man. It's a Greek tragedy in space. And yes, it's possession by Mario. Yeah, possession. Yeah, I would say it is possession over for sure. Yes. So, do you play any of the Mario's? Any of the new ones? Do you have a Switch or
No,
no?
I have a Switch. I never. I think other than um 3 and 2. I haven't really played any of them.
So, what the hell do you play on your Switch? I'm genuinely confused because the only games I actually have are Mario games and Zelda games for my Switch. So, what exactly do you play on the
There's
Switch?
Animal Crossing. There's
I
Kirby.
do have that.
I've
Yeah,
never been a fan of either Mario or
you should get a Kirby game.
I've never been a big fan of Mario or Legend of Zelda. I can
Oh,
count Legend of Zelda games I've liked on one hand.
I haven't had a Kirby game since the Wii. I should probably get a new Kirby game. Are the Kirby games on the Switch any good?
Yes.
I'll have to check them out for sure. I'll have to look those up. Oh, he's still on about this. It's a Great Tragedy by Kathleen Kennedy. Sir, it's fine. It's fine.
By
Mm.
Kathleen Kennedy.
It's funny. Well,
Kathleen Kennedy?
yeah. I didn't. Who's Kathleen Kennedy? Now I'm gonna look this up because I genuinely don't know who this is.
Me neither. Oh, her name showed up pretty first.
Really? Huh.
Let's see.
Oh wow. Oh, she's a producer.
Oh,
Okay, let's see. All the Indiana. She produced all the Indiana Jones,
E.T.
Back to the Future, Goonies, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. Okay, so she's an extremely good producer, apparently. Web Dave's here? Hey,
Yeah.
Web Dave. I didn't see it. Did you comment and I missed it somehow? Hi, Web Dave.
Yeah, but she has a lot under her belt.
Oh, there you are. Hey. Ah, yes, he makes a good point. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, please give us a like. Um, yeah, she apparently Kathleen Kennedy's produced like a ton of things. She's still producing things right now. She produced The Mandalorian recently, Rogue Squadron.
Uh,
Wow, she's done a lot of good. She's done a lot of. I guess I should probably know who she is. Round but
Yep.
so, anyways, wow, that brings up something. Have you watched any good movies lately?
No, I haven't been. Yeah, I've just
You're
been.
too busy. You've been too
Next
busy.
weekend, I this weekend I said I do, but this weekend I actually did chores, so there's that.
Oh, I got to do some unboxing videos for
What
Deadpool
you
the other day.
unboxed?
Well, you'll have to watch the videos on Dreadpool's channel, obviously. Some cool stuff, actually. I got some new toys. Well, I got a cool new toy, actually, I should say, and I'm excited. Actually, that reminds me, I need to put that together. I'm going to do that after this. I have a new friend. I'll post pictures later. You'll have to check on my Twitter account to see what I
Oh
put, or
no,
X, whatever. I don't like the name change. I think it's so dumb. I don't know why they call it X now. It reminds me of like something you don't want to do.
it's fun because they don't even have the handle. Not the
That's
handle,
true.
the X. They're
They don't
not.
have
They're
the,
still
yeah, that's it's
Twitter.com.
changed. Yeah. I don't think they can really do anything about that now. Once it's on the internet, it's forever.
Yep.
But well, I guess with all that being said, um, oh yeah, the videos will be posted this week, so you can watch my unboxing.
Oh, next week?
No, this week. They're coming out this week.
No, they're not. They're coming out. Okay, yeah.
I'm not doing much of anything next week. Once again, no Majestic Mayhem next week. It's Easter. I have a child. I have a large family I have to go spend time with. And the animals. I gotta go see the animals. Everybody's dog likes me. I take care of all the parents' dogs when they go out of town, so can I say I'm the dog whisperer? But with all that being said, I guess we'll be getting off because I got nothing else to say for the evening.
So,
Although,
I think next week
mm-hmm.
we should show something.
Okay. Like
Show
what?
something that we've made
Oh, okay.
and share.
Well, I can share this right now. I got this guy. Oh, did we take his? You took his batteries out, didn't you, Dreadpool? Yeah, he took his batteries out because he's a bum.
But yeah, find something you've made that you've, put a lot of dedicated time to making. I
Okay.
got something.
Okay. I can do that. Okay. All right. Well, with all that being said, we're going to let everyone get going for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed the random chaos. And
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the support. You guys, as always, are amazing. Um, we really appreciate it. Feel free to stop on X and like our profiles. You can keep up to date with us throughout the rest of the week. And on Fridays, I am on Iconic Video Games at 8 o'clock. With that being said, I'm Death Dealer.
I'm Cozy Beluga.
Have a good week, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.